Zach.
Hey guys, Zach here. So in the midst of editing this video of the North American International Auto Show for 2026, I kind of wanted to share just a couple of my thoughts about the overall show itself. I found it to be rather boring, unfortunately. There's a big issue with the automotive industry as of right now, where there's not a lot of innovation and a lot of different new ideas that are coming out in the automotive industry. So the video that I put together, there wasn't a lot of clips. And I've gone down the path now for the last couple of years of videoing a lot of new stuff, or I should say a lot of stuff that at least piqued my interest, trying to showcase a lot of what the different brands were bringing to the stage. And we've continued to see this decline, probably for the last 10 years, of automakers kind of really not living up to the mark of innovating or even iterating in a meaningful fashion. Really, in one of my bigger, one of the brands I like to support quite a bit, being Ford, is even guilty of that. I don't think they had a single new vehicle this year. They had a couple of new iterations of vehicles. They had the Mustang Dark Horse SC as well as the Lobo edition of the Maverick. And don't get me wrong, they're both good. But there's nothing new, there's nothing fresh. A growing trend that I've at least noticed over the last couple of years is this giant shift towards like the pod SUV, so to speak. And like, for example, if you load up GM's website right now, like generalmotors.com, and you go to their vehicles, they've got like 9 different iterations of SUVs. And to be honest, I don't know if I just have a bad take on the market, a bad read on the market as of what the general consumer is wanting, what they're buying in comparison. But I just hate to believe that that's all that the general American public is looking for. I think it's kind of just what we're being fed, so to speak. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? So I tried to capture at least some of the cool stuff that's coming out. Funny enough, one of the brands that I have a very little amount of expectations for, being Chrysler's, Stellantis, FCA, whatever you want to call them, actually iterated, and they came out with the Jeep Recon. Probably one of the first actually interesting concepts I've seen from them in quite some time. They did have an EV iteration of, I believe it was the Cherokee last year. I may be wrong on the name of it. I'll try to correct it down like here. But at least they're trying to iterate. At least they're trying to do something that's interesting and not just continued the same old boring stuff. So the Recon having kind of that Jeep Wrangler look mixed with like a Renegade and a Patriot. It was interesting. The interior looked fairly decent. I'm sure the quality is not going to be up to par with where it needs to be for the general public nowadays, especially when you've got different variations from, say, Toyota and Lexus coming out, where they're starting to go after a little bit more of that off-road, overland type market. At least it's something new. It's something fresh. So I'm concerned with the automotive world, the health of it, that we're kind of moving towards these bland vehicles that don't really pop. But I don't know. And how about, on that note, why don't you leave a comment below? Let me know what you think about the state of the automotive industry, what your thoughts are on what vehicles are going to look like going forward. Are we going to continue to get these pods? Are we going to continue to get just very boring, bland vehicles that come in silver, white, and black? Let me know your thoughts down below, and hope you enjoy the video. Thanks so much. What is going on today, guys? We are going to check out the 2026 Detroit Auto Show. So we've done this for the last couple of years now, and we're going to go do it again today. Probably going to only show the highlights, as I don't really know if there's a whole lot interesting going on at the auto show this year, but let's find out. Hey guys, Zach here. If you've enjoyed this content, please consider leaving a like, dropping a comment below, or even clicking that subscribe button. All right, thanks so much. well, that's gonna do it for the auto show, and some cool stuff. Not a whole lot of new stuff, but still pretty decent. Catch you guys in the next one.